Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. Sorry I'm late. Mondays, it's like I have my like personal trainer and then like massage after. So I'm typically late and my eyes are baggy because I've been laying down. So yeah, yesterday concluded a week that was a little disappointing. Unfortunately, it's kind of not great because it's a Japanese candlestick, and it's kind of like a shooting star reversal on Bitcoin's weekly again. And the other crappy thing is like you can see one and now two. Not very visible on the weekly, though you can see it, but the daily it's kind of danging. It's not great. So I can take. And we caught kind of immediate follow through, but it's only down. Bitcoin's down 1%, no big deal. But that is the way we closed, and someone out there could definitely make the argument, you're just starting to get up there, and you are, from the peak we made in January, December, we have a higher high, we have a 14145 extension achieved, and you can see from this peak, the sell-off, and then the second peak with substantially lower levels of positive momentum and relative strength. So an argument could be made maybe for bearish divergence on the weekly. And then the 3-day, I mean, there's not even controversy. It's just there, right? It's like not an opinion. It's like mother of God. That's pretty bad. A high, the higher high, the slightly higher high, and one histogram wick, and then you go negative again. You start building. I mean, as the highest level of negative momentum we've seen since June. Not really a big deal, but it's any lower, and we'll be getting to the Aprils. So RSI, similar situation where it's like the high, the higher high, then the slightly higher high, and lower levels of relative strength. It's just there, right? It couldn't even get to overbought, and now fell out of the bullish control zone, and you're neutral now, so that's not great. 3-day, we had a confirmed bearish engulfing candle. I think it was Saturday. And you don't want to see this candle close lower than that candle, because that would be the follow-through candle to give stronger forms of confirmation of the Japanese candlestick reversal. And not great, man. So it's really like, hey man, Bitcoin, we believe in it, we love it. Fundamentally, it's one of the best inventions of all time. But in terms of technicals, we always congregate here to look for a certain type of framework, typically that would, imply value, lower risk, deep retraces, confirmation lows, bullish divergence if we could help it, bullish back tests that are successful, bullish Japanese candlesticks along with structures. For a fact, Bitcoin just doesn't have that. It can't, because look at it. It's at its highest level ever, and it's been that way since July, and even before all-time highs in May, all-time highs in December. So you're just not at a point where it's like, technically we could say, time to long Bitcoin strategically. Nah. You can't. You just can't. So all we can do is just trend analysis, discuss the levels. Certainly 112 is a big deal. I think to lose 112 would be really bad here. Then you're going to be testing 108. You break 108, good God, you better look out. Daily, they're trying to maybe recapture the demand line of this channel here. It's getting real close. You better see some strength in 15 minutes. Yeah. And for real, like, they forced it, okay, with that Besant. The government is not going to buy Bitcoin. They forced bearish divergence with a high, slightly higher high with lower levels. So the 3-day, the daily, possibly even the weekly, showing forms of buyer exhaustion. RSI, I mean, it's hard to argue. It's there. High, higher high, lower levels. So how can you strategize? You can't, but it's cool. Long-term holders unite. we're good. We're just pulling back, and yeah, I never feel great about you know, a high, a sell-off for a month, and then a slightly higher high, immediate rejection. It's definitely like, oh, is that potential double top? Could be. I mean, dude, we've had it before. Here's a high, sell it off, and then you make the slightly higher high, and you're rejected, and it's over for a while. You pull back, you retrace, and then you run again, but way later. So unpopular truths. Nothing we can do about that. That's cool though. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance still hanging in there. This would be, you know, the bearish breakdown was confirmed below the key level August 12th. And sellers have been able to do nothing with, you know, they get the ball, right? You break support, hey, a lot of downside, but there's been no follow through from the bearish breakdown. Just another test today. That'd probably be due to altcoins selling off worse than Bitcoin, which they did. So I'm just not sure. Like we've discussed two different outcomes here, where maybe some bullish divergence develops. It's kind of there. And if the market really starts correcting, this is going to be a wave up, a C to D wave. It's going to be a bullish dragon pattern with the C wave, the second foot, developing now and possibly getting put in. You start rallying. That's when Bitcoin's marking down, altcoins are marking down. Or look, man, there's an argument on both sides. That's why it's just not the best time for crypto. Not the best time for crypto because it's so controversial, where I could make an argument for the altcoins, for this thing about to mark down to 57% or lower, because some of these, you know, your run-of-the-mill, your scam coins out there, they are somehow at the basement. I mean, in the abyss. They're somehow putting in some local higher lows. They just are, which could mean nothing. The Bitcoin's going to really correct and there's divergence and it's dumping. But this thing goes way lower if maybe those altcoins, if what we are seeing, that piece of data actually manifests into a reversal of the upside for these, your favorite scam coin Beanie Baby. And maybe we could look at a couple of them. I mean, so different worlds though, because Ethereum hitting multi-year highs, highest weekly candle close we'd seen in years. Yesterday, Solana was up there, BNB all-time highs. XRP was near all-time highs, right? I mean, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about your scammiest of scam coins. Just like, for instance, let me close my eyes here and I'll pick, GRT. Okay, yeah. So it's like you were seeing favorable price action correlation after recapturing a key level that is just, there's no controversy. It's just there. It's been there. And even 10 cents, or I'm sorry, 8.4 cents is there. But like, look what's happening. Like all of a sudden, okay, good piece of data. And then you go up and you run to the top of the zone, the 200-day moving average, and you're like rejecting it. And it's like, how pathetic is this? How awful of a scam coin does this have to be, to where you're putting in consecutive higher lows, favorable price action to key levels, and you still can't make a higher high. You still can't break the 200. And now you're marking down, getting close to supports again, and it's like, no way. You better hold this. You scam. You better freaking hold it. Oscillators don't look too great. Yeah, they just don't. This is what I'm saying. Like, right? That will be how the argument for Bitcoin dominance is. Oh, bear pole, bear flag continues lower. But yeah, you're starting to already look pretty pukish. I mean, stuff like Pepe coin even. It's like you're holding the low, and now they can't do anything. They can't like keep it propped above this zone. Like, look, it's just an old high from March 2024. The wick and the candle close, and all of a sudden you're breaking the top part of it. It's like, all right, I guess you got a date with the 200 moving average in the bottom of that inflection zone again. it's just like, man, there could be an argument for risk management on some of these scam coins, but dude, like, it doesn't mean it's certain they're going to play out, because if Bitcoin's marking down, who in the world's going to be buying YFI? Like, it's crazy. It's like, look where this thing is. It's still technically fine, but they just put in a lower high. You're above the 200 moving average, though. You're above this inflection zone's bottom still. You're putting in consecutive higher lows. So it's like, how's this going to play out? We don't know. We don't expect anything. We don't act like we know. All you can do is set an entry with a strategic stop loss, and let's see if we get stopped out or if it runs to take profit level 1, right? I haven't really constructed that trade setup on this yet, but right, this is lackluster. The lower high, the less than before locally. We have to have Bitcoin just hold on. Like, Bitcoin has to go like sideways for like weeks maybe if you want like an altcoin season. These little altcoin structures at key levels from history where reversals occur. Bitcoin has to go sideways for these things to actually catch bids, and I don't know how. I mean, like, I hope it does, but stuff like basic attention token down 5% today. It's like, man, it looks so good, right? I mean, like, they're holding the level of all levels where every time this is successfully defended, typically you get huge markups to 30 cents. But look at it. What a freaking joke. It's like test, succeed, 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 succeed. Holding all the levels, holding the 200 moving average, you rally, and then you just, oh, we can't break like this peak from May 10th. Peak from July 20th, you're just rolling over again, falling back below 15.6 cents, about to go test the 200 in the bottom of the zone. It's just like, what needs to be done? Oh wait, 36 million scam coins. Nothing can be done. There's too many now. I get there's just not enough liquidity for these jokes to catch bids like they have in the past. Too many options. Bitcoin went too high. Ethereum went too high, and these didn't go high enough. And now Bitcoin's correcting, Ethereum's correcting a little bit, and they're really getting sold into. They're crap, man. It's just crap market. These coins just suck, dude. They're just garbage. I hope like it holds, but why would you want to own BAT, basic attention token, below 14.4 cents? You wouldn't want to own it. It'd probably go to like 11 cents again. I don't even think a market catalyst would do anything. Like, what would dude, the president of the United States is like cool with crypto. Like, they've already, in March, Trump was like, okay, American cryptos, no taxes. I mean, every single catalyst you could dream of for scam coins has already occurred. And they still can't really catch bids. So that just makes you think about the fundamental aspect of this market. Like, should I put my money in these scam coins, or should I just look for stocks, equities that have good setups until maybe something changes? Because this is just brutal, man. It's like almost every coin, outside the top ones, like random scam coins. Even Shiba Inu down 2.4%. See, it's like, what are you doing? Okay, high or low, more than before. First piece of evidence we've had since, my God, probably September 2024 of any accumulation, any. And then all they do is run it up and get rejected at the 200 moving average inflections that now you're just trading below it. It's just like, why would, scam? Screw this market. Screw crypto. Collectively, screw it. Loser, no demand, no, like you break these levels, you then back test them successfully. Look what used to happen. Oh man, spring back test spring. We were here September. It was beautiful. Never even saw those levels again. More consolidation. You ran higher. I mean, over and over and over again. Oh, look at this back here. Man, look at this trading range, and then the M shape develops. We were here October 2023. A lot of everything was bottoming out. They spring back test of spring perfectly, and then that begins the run of all runs for Shiba. Going, and now this is all we get. I really think this might have to do with how many scams there are now and how much there's just a limited amount of liquidity for these coins. And I'm not complaining. I'm not even being negative. I'm just like telling you, right? You're looking at it. If you've been a member of this community, we've been doing the 7.5 years live, right? We've had some godlike setups play out, and the TA's respected to a T. But now look at it. Just look what happened yesterday. Like, well, we ran up and like it was like a perfect bearish back test of the 200 and the top of the inflection zone, and just rolled over, like rejected, and now bearish engulfing candle. Loser. Scams. Okay? Scams. Anyway.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Can devs do something? Every day I'm checking the price and it's dipping. Every day I check the price, bad price. I can't take this anymore. I have overinvested by a lot.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
That's it, man. Here's Ethereum. Hard to argue without, you know, saying there isn't divergence, right? I mean, a high or high. I think like maybe trying to conceptualize what's going on with the trend, right? With, you know, a demand line at the bottom, an anchor point on the top, and like they thrusted through it, tweezer top to bearish engulfing tweezer top, and then you know, immediately fell below it, and now bearish back test to reconfirm the validity of the supply line as supply line again. And also that follow through candle to confirm, give you a stronger form of confirmation of the bearish engulfing tweezer top. And now it's skated along this weekend a level. Like it's an unreal, of course, no one would argue with it being a level. And now breaking, right? Another bearish engulfing candle. It looks like in 3 minutes you're going to be closing the day below 43.8409. Let's go back and take a gander, see if it's actually real. Dude, I mean, if this isn't real, nothing's real, okay? That's the realest freaking peak old all-time high from May of 2021. They tested it 3 days in a row and now breaking it today. It's about to be confirmed 2 minutes 44 seconds. So with that being said, if you're in a channel, right, you break the channel, you whipsaw, right, you failed, it's an up thrust, and you back test the up thrust, and now you're breaking down. I mean, like, you could say, all right, well, if you're below 43.84 given enough time, wouldn't it make sense to maybe see 39.37 to 39.90? You know, then that's the next target. It's support resistance. It's the oversold threshold of possibly this uptrend that might be on deck, right? Ethereum below 43.84 from where it is right now. You have about 8.6% downside, and it's not a big deal. But it's like, how can we, you know, the asset ran up 30% in 7 days. It's like, when anytime that happens to an asset, like, there's no longer a way to manage risk appropriately. There's no structure. You're impulsing. You don't take longs during impulses. You take longs on the tail end of consolidation structures. The last time that maybe it might have made sense to even do anything was the recapturing the key level and the reconfirmation, right, on August 5th and 6th. That was about all you could do. And from there, after the successful backtest, we were here live for free, identifying this price action, 30% in 7 days, and then you topped out. And it's crazy that this is how close you were from all-time highs. My God, man, just ridiculous. You were 1.55% from the highest level we've ever seen on Ethereum. So it was a 99% retrace from the 2021 peak, November 2021, all the way to the low point, June 2022. That was at a 99% retrace, and that's it so far. So, okay. You're local on the 8s, man. And speaking of local on the 8s, weather, dude. That hurricane, Aaron, massive, but very lucky. Very, very, we're all on the East Coast, extremely lucky that thing. There's like a high pressure system or something preventing it from getting to us, like God put it there. Yeah. Okay, so look on the 8s, top of the hour. You know, we're about to have a daily close in 20 seconds. Just look at XRP real quick. That's, at least I'm happy about this, man. Like, this is the most alarming one, I guess, where you upthrusted, you back tested the upthrust, and you started marking down. You just got to be at least happy that some strength came in. They recaptured $3 to 1, and there it is. Jesus chimes. Bearish and golden candle confirmed on Bitcoin, I think. Yeah, I mean, you did bearishly engulf, but remember where all this is happening. That 1272 or the 1414 fib extension, 123.9, 123.8. During the Hey song and all that, we were discussing that level. It's just there. It's been there. And lo and behold, market participants make a decision to top it out right there. Like, how'd you get that? It's a 2025 fib extensions from the old all-time high, Trump inauguration, January 20th, to the April low. That's how you anchor for fib extensions for the year. And that's what we hit. We had not seen it. We almost did, but we didn't July 14th. But we formally did 13th and 14th in big bearish engulfing candles. So you got another engulfing candle today. And you just hope that maybe the 115.7 holds or something. But you're just testing your luck, man. Really testing it with bearish divergence. It's just there. So nothing to do for a swing trader besides say, hey, man, it's been a nice run from the low to high. Bitcoin appreciated in value 68% in 128 days. And now we might be confirming a top. That's where we are in crypto, man. Scam coins trying to do something, but clearly garbage. As Bitcoin made all-time highs, BNB made all-time highs, Ethereum was 1.55% from all-time highs, Solana did not make all-time highs, XRP made all-time highs at some point kind of recently, right? These S coins are certainly not the same anymore. Well, I mean, I guess 99% are the same. Like, they're all in the gutter, in the basement, trying to make loser higher lows, but then lower highs after. It's garbage. It's just, yeah. What a run. Yeah. All right. So, hey, dude, for the holders, yeah, sell off. Who cares? Pivot and rally higher. Nice. Okay, let's go to looked at Bitcoin, Ethereum. By the way, Ethereum did confirm a bearish engulfing candle. Did confirm prices below the May 2021 peak. Very real. And that now you're starting to show your first level of positive momentum or negative momentum. Excuse me. RSI, you have a bad day today, you'll be losing the bullish control zone after bearish divergence. Okay, I mean 8.63% downside. If there's any follow through, don't be surprised if today they run this thing to 43.84 to check it to make sure it's valid as resistance again. They tend to do that. Yeah, alt's worst place to put your money. Yeah, I mean, it kind of is. I mean, it's proven. It's proven to be the worst place to put your money. Absolutely. I'd rather own Tesla or Google. Oh, wait, I did. Over Scamcoin, number 5,427,000. Yeah. But people really want that 1,000-time gain.
Axel tipped $25. Hey, Mitch. Could you take a look at Polygon, Matic? It's looking ready to pop with a higher low accumulation structure.
Oh, like 99% of all the other scam coins. Axel, thanks so much, dude. First contribution of the day. Yeah, we can look at it. We'll look at it right after BNB, okay? Speaking of BNB, here it is. That's a Japanese candlestick reversal. It just is. That's like a hanging man. I get it. It might be good. Like, they really, it's kind of crazy that how they settled up on the day. 844, the old all-time high from July 27th. They closed above it. Insane. Like, absolutely insane, dude. But that's, I mean, so confirmed key level as support, but then painted really ugly Japanese candlestick reversal. And clearly a high, an attempted rally. I mean, Bitcoin better do some really great. I mean, if Bitcoin like has a big rally today or something, this thing could very well go to all-time highs. But I just pay attention to this candle. Let's see, like, you got to have fall through. So there's got to be a lower close today than yesterday's close to confirm it for real. But I look at that and I say, I don't really like that candle. It just isn't a nice candle, man. It's almost like a inverted hammer on a slightly lower low, with clearly, you know, bullish divergence, maybe a drag in X, A, B, C going on. And this might be the candle that ushers in the C to D wave. I hope not, of course, right? But I'm just like, there are a lot of moon boys. I mean, people are going to tell you, dude, infinity now. Crypto infinity now. Alt season, yeah, right now. But yeah, it's tough to say, man. You are just at the extremities. This is like, if you're looking to go long on BNB, even if you bought and it went to 905 like today, tomorrow, whatever, it's some of the highest risk you could ever put in. Like you're buying the highest premium ever. You are only FOMO, fear of missing out on it continuing, and you are possibly looking in the face of some bear, like a high and then the higher high, slightly higher high, if not the same high, with lower levels. That's like divergence kind of staring you in the face. I don't know if it's on the 3-day, like Bitcoin. No, it's kind of good on the 3-day. 3-day is kind of amazing. Wow. But overbought. Yeah, it's not too bad here on 3-day. Weekly, no problem here. The weekly is kind of insane too. Like, yeah, maybe the daily is just not going to be as good. This weekly's nuts. Yeah, think about what happened yesterday. Highest weekly candle close ever on BNB. And we're talking about Polygon and basic attention token and my avalanche and my engine and my theta coin, like in the gutter. No one cares. No one wants them. And BNB all-time highs. History yesterday. Different worlds, man. Different worlds. Okay. Let's go to Solana. Well, you can see what happened. I mean, the key 191, 198 level. Thrusted again, and then fell right back below, and then confirmed this zone as resistance, and then a big bearish engulfing candle confirmed today. So the downside, I mean, history just continuing to repeat itself. It's probably 162 again. Not much here. I hope it holds and just runs, but you're just kind of like, here's a high, the same high, the lower levels. And all I should do for the swing trader. Okay. Here are your futures. US futures. Still in that summertime channel. It's beautiful. Up and down, up and down. Pretty meh day. I think probably the most notable asset of the day was of the Mag 7 was Tesla. I got what an argument that is mounting on Tesla, though it's straight up in a completely different universe. It should probably just be the Mag 6 based on revenue and stuff, but somehow Tesla made it the Mag 7. So Polygon, man, Matic, TTS would always say. I mean, yeah, absolutely, dude. I mean, after making all-time lows, remember, BNB just made an all-time high. Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, like near at all-time highs. And you got Matic at its lowest point ever, but possibly a bottoming structure, higher low put in, above the 200 moving average. 200 moving average still down sloping. But, man, below the level of all levels, which is like 30, 31 cents. Like, to recapture that, reconfirm it would be great. But, yeah, I mean, I think at this point, if you were wanting to long Matic, I don't know. Like, you probably just want to have a stop at, like, 22.6 cents. This little low, these base here. You see it? It's like the swing high, maybe swing low. That's probably the only way to play it now. And yeah, I mean, it absolutely looks like a lot of different altcoins where it's like 1, 2, 3 valleys. And then this is the lowest, the higher low, and now another higher low. Definitely. YFI is doing that. GRT was doing that. BAT doing that. They're all, the scam coins are doing it. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, why someone could make the argument on Bitcoin dominance both ways, where the bear pull, bear flag catches fall through the downside and these altcoins run. And the other argument would be Bitcoin dumps, and these things dump harder. And that means Bitcoin dominance rallies and a dragon plays out. So On XRP, do I see an inverse head and shoulders or a couple with handle? Dude, this one, the Matic, dude. Like, yeah, I mean, I think above 22 cents, you're probably good for a bottoming structure of some sort. But if you really want to get excited about Matic, you got to break 31.5 cents. That's the level. You're currently trading above or below what you've been trading below it since the bearish back test in early March. So that's, yeah. This is definitely how bottoms get put in. No telling with scam coins. There's too many. 36 million. They can't all bottom out and all go way higher. They can't. Not enough money in the world for 36 million scams. Okay, so this one looks okay. All right. XRP coupled with Hendelman. I mean, I look at it like until we're above 340, I have major concerns. Yeah, I get it. This is what he's saying. He's saying, hey, and I get it because I kind of see the same thing on Dogecoin, where he's like, and it's like as of a couple days ago, he's like this: left shoulder, head, and now right shoulder. That's what he's thinking. Yeah, but like, man, to lose $3, I don't think you got a shot. I mean, it could be there, but okay, if it is, you know where to set your freaking stop. Probably like 294. You're just the problem with the inverse head and shoulders idea is, sir, insane run up thrust, and then the bearish back test, the up thrust back test, right? That's a very strong technical indicator. So it is not this, oh yeah, no brainer, man. No brainer. It is controversial as F, where there are arguments on both sides. I think the argument's probably stronger on the bearish side, just maybe because of up thrust, back test of up thrust, lower highs. Look, think about it like this. You say inverse head shoulders, but I'm like, man, here's one peak, here's a second one. Here are two peaks lower than this peak that are both lower than the old high we had from January. So it's just not easy. Like, hard for me to sign off on an inverse head and shoulders with that going on. It's so high too, really high. Hey man, you're not wrong, but you can't say it's an inverse head and shoulders at all with confirmation until I think 340 breaks, because 340 would pretty much be your neckline of this inverse head and shoulders idea. Okay, so I kind of like the bearish side. I think, like, wouldn't it be better like if we could maybe get it? No one would believe it now. I'm toxic and negative for wanting an 886 on XRP. I want a 213 XRP. That will be freaking amazing. Type 2 return down here. It's November. It's Q4. You know about Q4 in crypto. Some of the biggest rallies we've ever seen in the last months of the year. Not now. This is the worst time for crypto and equities. August leading into September. So you want value? Way lower. You want to take a shot? You better have a 294 stop set up after confirmation of bearish back test. Okay, anyway, so I'm talking too much about this, but does that make sense? Right? You have to play devil's advocate here. Total was perfect, man. Remember Total? We looked at it on Friday. You did the thing. You tested the supply line perfectly. You had bearish divergence, and you broke down, but you're just sitting the heart line. I mean, it's really not a big deal. It would be nice to recapture 3.93 trillion, the previous peak from July 22nd. But you get it, right? I mean, one peak, a second peak. X, A, B, C. C wave completing with bearish divergence. That's typically how it is. So, I mean, Heartline's being defended for now, but like if things get bad, don't you think that 3.62, 3.67 would be a target? And they could even bring it down and just formally test it again or something like this? Man, that'd be solid, but I just don't think you're in an advantageous spot for like fresh longs, even if it goes higher. You just aren't. There are things we look for. You know what it is if you've been watching long enough. And unfortunately, in the space-time continuum, we're just not there. Oh, what's up, Tom Crown, man? Tom Crown, do you know Jonathan? I'll ask Jonathan, how does he like crypto right now?
I like turtles.
Okay, he likes turtles.
There's bears out here.
Yeah, just not what you're looking for. Taking longs into slightly higher highs with buyer exhaustion evident on both oscillators on daily timescales, but nevertheless, you're not in trouble until you're breaking below $3.62 trillion. So nice uptrend with a lot of downside potential.
Can you look at SMLR, please, sir?
Waluigi, thanks for the 22. Yeah, we'll do that. A lot of downside potential and it's still being okay, right? This would be the oversold threshold of total market cap. This is the overbought threshold. You were overbought, exhausted, and reversed. So there are lower levels that could go and be better than where it is now, even if it was to go higher. All right, because they could run this thing up one more time, dude. They could do this and get everyone bamboozled, and then triple bearish divergence, and then 1, 2, 3 visible peaks. Yeah, oh my God, everyone will go full on bullish, and then this. So you can't expect anything really, but yeah. Okay, let me go to these index funds real quick, and then we'll get to that request. Okay, so what was identified on Friday was a potential dark cloud cover. I don't think it really caught follow through. Technically, I guess you did, because it closed down 0.02%, which is lower than the previous candle's close, so maybe it is. And the heart line of the channel was back tested as resistance, so big yikes there. And it's starting to get maybe in the same position as like crypto, where, man, you've just been on this crazy run and you're now making higher highs, lower levels in the oscillators, like where there's just good downside and it'd be okay, right? You come down to the demand line again, test 634, pivot later. But yeah, it's still an active Japanese candlestick reversal. Let's see. I mean, you caught follow through today, kind of. I mean, technically, but I don't know if that's as good enough of a candle. We'll see tomorrow. Hey, Crypto Horda, what's up, dude? What's up, chat? James, Cactus, Wall Street Mafia, Robbie, Jeremy, Sin, Joe Wizard, Shivlaba, Batson, what's up, dude? Good to see y'all. Yeah, Dow Jones, man. Oh, God. I mean, I just certainly could go into price discovery tomorrow, right? But, my God, you know the level, 45K. Remember the old shark? It was beautiful. Now you're testing, and no Japanese candlestick reversal per se, but, my God, is it not like potentially the highest risk situation for a fresh long up against resistance and third attempt now? You did. I mean, like, let's give credit where credit's due. Jesus chimes, certainly. We made an all-time high on Friday, and today we have closed below the entire zone, that resistance zone, inflection zone. So, and there's an unfilled gap just below us at 44,462. So, again, for the swing trader, really tough here. High risk. We would need to break above 45K and then confirm it as support, and then you're still not even in some sort of low risk situation. You just have possibly a breakout back test that you could try to manage risk, but this is what happens when you rally off your April lows by 23% in 128 days, and now you're up against resistance. That's just not where we're looking to take fresh longs, even if it breaks and goes into price discovery tomorrow. Looking for sellers should be exhausted. Looking for structures to develop at support. So you're at resistance. Structures develop at resistance. So Now look at the NASDAQ. Can't remember. No, NASDAQ's nuts, dude. This channel is so godlike. I mean, look at it. It's so perfect. Hit the 1272 last week, first time ever. I think it was on Monday, August 12th. Was it 12th? No, Tuesday. And now just high and tight in the upper echelon of the channel, right above the heart line. It's crazy. So no value, but just non-stop. Mag 7. Can't stop it, dude. It's beautiful for now. Like, you break this heart line, good downside at 21.2, just to go hit the oversold threshold again, like we did at the beginning of August. But my God, it's so strong still. Russ 2000 real quick. ETF. You know, hit 230, and now it's filled the gap. Nice. So, you know, you're up against resistance, and it's a major resistance. You've seen, you know, since 2021, big deal. So that could mean there's a lot of downside. Again, it's not for fresh longs really, but super strong. It's been a good trend, but underperforming the crap. I mean, it's the worst performing index fund by not even close. So nice. It was up today, 0.37%. High in the chat. Okay. We'll see if I can get that one request, SMLR for Waluigi.
Baba Booey.
Is that a joint?
Hey, what's up, Anonymous? Thanks so much, dude. Baba Booey. Baba Booey's okay, man. It's still okay. Baba Booey's still fine on the chart. It's just been sideways, stalling. So here's SMLR. Been here before. Nice M shape, nice run, and now you're kind of doing the same thing. Man, it's so range bound, dude. Below the 200 moving average. Unfilled gap. Wait for 3184 minimum. You're almost there. I wonder if we got an 886 here. From this low to high. The 886 is 2787. You virtually hit it in June. So that if you want to trade it, you know the level. I think it's $28. A very real inflection point going back to 2018, 2022. You broke it, you back tested it in November 2023, and you ran straight to the resistance, the top of the range. So I don't think there's, like, it might just randomly pump here, but you're probably going to wait for the gap fill, and you probably want to see it back at $28. And then you want to see a Japanese candlestick, like a signal candle, that would really say, hey, good price action at support, and maybe you're confirming a bottom here. But it's a range-bound asset, and it's not quite at the bottom of the range. You would wait for that level if you could get it, and that's the best place to manage risk and construct a trading plan, okay? That's your SMLR. Similar.
I'm back again asking you about floor LOL.
So Matchery, thank you for the 20, dude. Flea, I mean, isn't that the... It was type 2 return of a M shape, and then it rallied, and then maybe it's not now because I haven't gone to it in a long time. Thank you, dude. No, you're golden here, man. I mean, you've been golden, right? Like, it finally did the thing, kind of like we were waiting. Like, why would it just waiting for it to fail or play out? And it finally broke resistance. The type 2, you go to the weekly and you can see it right here. There it is, that type 2 return. They captured 2 cents, which is great. Last week you had a bullish engulfing candle. This week you're down 3.59%. But I think, like, you're the man in it. You were requesting this before this break upwards. I think you're just holding. You have to just sit and let the barbecue do the smoking. You know, it's low and slow. It's a massive structure. And you're in it. You obviously have a positive P&L. And you're probably waiting for 2.8 cents to be tested again. They break it and probably go to 3.5 cents. I mean, it's huge pattern. And what are you going to do? I mean, you've probably been in this a long time. It's a good structure. That's all I can tell you. It began to play out, and it's just, we've been sideways for an entire month now. But before that month, remember the rally, we finally did things. So Matchery, there you are, your flare. SMLR holds Bitcoin. Well, I mean, you know, great. They hold something. One of the... They're a treasury company. Now, what? Something? I know SBET does the, you know, Ethereum treasury company. So, I mean, there's not much they do. Like, if it played out long term, if you're an aggressive harmonic trader, the C point and A point are your targets. And if not, fine, 3.5 cents. 3.5 cents, 4.8, 5.5 cents. If it's going to like actually play out the entire way, the framework. Okay. There you go, man. Thank you, dudes. So let's, like, real quick, look at these Mag 7s, best to worst, which is crazy because when do we ever get to... We always kind of look at best to worst. Unless it's a really bad day, we go worst to best. It's kind of very surprising that Tesla was #1 today. Tesla's typically never the best performer of the day of the 7. Like, never. And there's a lot of things to be not, like, excited about, but there's a development here that is spectacular. First off, with confirmation today, buyers recaptured the breakout. Where on Friday you failed, but today recaptured. After 4 days of red, okay, so that's one thing. Recaptured with a close, that's a big deal. What's the next big deal? Oh my God, man. Piercing line reversal, Japanese candlestick pattern. You gap down lower and pierce through 50% of the previous candle's body on the daily, and it just happens to be a re-breakout. Very good. Still above the 200 moving average. In fact, above the 200, above the 50, above the 20 on the daily, above all three of your major moving averages. Tell me how often that happens. It's not often. It's not often you're above all three. And you're just right there above all three, right? And then it's not just the daily, it's the freaking 4 hour. You're above all three moving averages on an insignificant time scale, a significant time scale, and an extremely significant time scale, the weekly. So, are you kidding me? The weekly, the daily, the 4 hour above all the moving averages. That's really good, man. That's typically what you want to see on an asset and a good trend. That's trending well. It's healthy trend. Okay. And the weekly is an active trade setup. Stop loss like 294 or lower or something. But because of the positive price action above 300, swing high reversal, swing high reversal, swing lows, right? What was once resistance support is support. And you're just waiting for 400 now. So it's like, that's a mouthful of really good things that we can't really talk about on crypto because there's just not been much opportunity. This is like actually something that's incredible. Until new data comes in and like invalidates the piercing line tomorrow. Okay, remember, a Japanese candlestick pattern is one thing, but you got to catch follow through. So tomorrow you need to higher close than today's close, which was 335.16, and that would confirm it with follow through. That's a strong. And if you were maybe, you'd be really blessed if not only we got a higher close tomorrow, we would get maybe at the beginning of the day we get a back test 331.60. Formal back test and then rally off of that and then close higher, then it would be unbelievable forms of confirmation. And again, 400 would be the target. So not many cryptos or stocks that you can have such a strong argument for, but we'll see, right? Nothing's certain. We probably just have an increased probability, marginally increased probability of higher prices. Doesn't mean it's certain. We could just engulf bearishly tomorrow and we're back to 313 and we suck again. Okay, got it. I'm just going day by day with the data we have. Second best performer, NVIDIA, which amongst its highest levels ever, one of the highest candles. It did lose finally the crazy channel it's been in since April. I mean, my God, summertime, it's been godlike. March, the springtime into summertime, it's been crazy. But now you're out of it, but you're just going sideways, and they probably got this pinned a little bit because we're just waiting for earnings. All right, the highest anticipated earnings report would be Wednesday of next week, the 27th. So sideways, man. I'll tell you this. What is it? NVIDIA is 8% of the S&P 500 now. And that's never happened before. We've never had a stock in the history of the S&P 500 where it's this weighted. So it's like, this can't go bad. I mean, the market's so effed. It's starting to become what? A systemic risk if Nvidia implodes because of its market cap. It's so large and overweighted. My God. It's kind of getting a little scary. If you need to see it real quick, I can just show you. Here it is, man. I mean, 4.438 trillion. What is it, like two stocks are like 15% of the entire index fund. I don't think that's ever happened either. We're in crazy times, man. And maybe not. It's not a good sign. I don't know. It might not be good at all. But then you've got AI and my God, GPUs, cloud storage, all that. I mean, maybe. F dumping. Oh, I can't believe this news. It's so surprising, right? These assets are so high. I'm like looking up, like, wow, these things are freaking had been gone, dude, since April. Oh, new highs, but bearish divergence, dude. It's just not the place for the swing trader. Amazon. You know, we talked about this on Friday, where it's like it's cool that they ran it up and they kind of fill the gap from the earnings report, but there's an unfilled gap below you, and it's almost like up thrust, back test of up thrust. You gotta be really careful here. Like, it is not blue skies till we're probably breaking 236 or maybe even 242 all-time highs. This is still kind of, I don't know, man. It's still higher risk for a fresh long. It just is. Okay, you were at an overhead resistance and you can't break it. You couldn't break it Friday. You couldn't break it Thursday. You couldn't break it today. And it could be like one high, a confirmation high that's lower. I just gotta be careful. Okay, we're in August, going into September, the worst time of the year for everything. So just keep that in mind. Okay, if you're out there, you're using leverage. It's like maybe if you've been doing well with leverage, maybe it's time to taper off some of that and just chill if you've got gains. Because we will catch a real correction at some point, and people will be scared out of their mind. Google, sorry, been on different computers today. So, Google amongst one of its highest candle closes literally ever. But again, though, right? It's like, hey, man, 170 was a freaking amazing place. Space-time continuum. June, right? It was a place. It was underperforming. You think you'd play catch-up? Beautiful. And now where are you? Well, you were like cents, literally less than $1 away from target 2 of the trade setup. So, and doesn't it make sense? Like, okay, of course, Google could just break upward, go to all-time highs, be up 7% tomorrow, and it's like, whoa, on a news-driven catalyst, and we're gone, man. Price discovery. But if you're talking about like that's white swan. That's congratulations on pulling the lever of the slot machine and it hit jackpot. That's crazy, man. Remember, no one gets jackpot, but you did it. So that's not what we like to do when we're playing the numbers game on markets. So you're at profit taking levels, some, not all, right? There's 2 more profit taking levels and they're way higher. But for a fresh long, just caution. Caution. Leverage positions, caution. Even if it broke higher, man. We are currently trading above $200. This old, resistance from 2024. But you're at the top of the channel. You're at the overbought threshold, and you've been there for, days. So again, it keep going. It can break upward on a catalyst and be nuts. And it's like, wow, go figure. That's insane. But that's like, okay, the people that took longs down here, they tapered off a little bit, and they're playing with house money. It's not really a big deal. But I'm talking about like, hey man, I have cash and I want to buy Google. Well, you are, even if it goes higher tomorrow, you're playing a high risk game, very high risk. But yeah, I think like long term, okay, like this is why the trade setup has more targets, because I'll show you real quick. There are more targets because if it even went to 190 from here, $190, it still is going to pivot, make a higher low, and run again at some point. I just don't know when. Maybe it's even Q4 or earlier. But look, the entry, it's already, this was June 26th, man. Okay, so you're at target 1 and 2. You get it, you take some profit because maybe some sort of retrace happens. And also, you don't know. So you take some profit, but you're still in it from down here, and you're not worried about anything. And there are two, their target 3 is the 1272, and target 4 is the 1618. This would be price discovery targets, but again, you don't know if we get the pullback first, which probably not, man, because that's this market. It's crazy. Anyway, that's Google. Apple been stalling. You haven't seen 237 yet because you're pretty much hitting another high, I guess, right here. 232.92 swing highs from August of last year. There's no structure, right? There was structure. And the last time we talked about there being a strategic entry was in mid-June. Go back to the streams. Anytime we looked at Apple every day, I mean, it's like, hey, we don't know if it'll hold because it could very well break and go way lower. But you knew for a fact that you could have set a stop loss up somewhere strategically below this zone and let it ride. But up here, you're impulsing, you've gapped up. Tim Cook going to the White House, man. All right. And you're just high. You're elevated. And if it pulls back, maybe you get to 220 and they back test that. Then you can start strategizing. There's just no way to strategize a risk management plan here. It's just elevated and could probably keep going. All right. Just look at these Mag 7s, man. We've been live now over 1 hour. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit the like button, bell that sub. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. Yeah, join the Discord, man. There's I think it's just a like-minded community. We got like 15,000 active members and very active community, family friendly, and a lot of good people in there that are wanting to help. And it's a very positive community, very family friendly. We made it that way over 7.5 years, and there's an educational resources tab where you can get free source material if you're looking to start dipping your toes into learning about this foreign language we call technical analysis risk management tool. It's in the Discord. I just pinged it or just posted in the chat, and now I pinned it to the chat. So probably y'all are all here, but I'm just saying. And you get notified when I go live. YouTube will fail to notify you, and you'll miss live streams. So Meta, this is the least surprising, I think, because there was something identified on Friday, okay, and it was in the weekly. So you've broken the trend, the old earnings gap up, breakaway gap from early May 1st. You finally broke that demand line after the comical gap up, my God, crescendoed. So the weekly, though, this is it, okay? I don't have it here because I sometimes work different places. So this is a evening star reversal 2 weeks ago, and last week was the follow-through candle. Confirmed the evening star reversal with follow-through. That's what we're talking about, like on Tesla, that piercing line reversal. You need a higher close tomorrow than today's close to really confirm it. So you began to like immediately draw down after the follow-through candle of the Japanese candlestick reversal. And at this point, could you be surprised? Dude, no breaks since April 7th. I mean, April 14th, whatever. It's been godlike. This is so rare. It's insane. And, oh, wow, dude, a 236 retrace? Blasphemy, dude. Oh, God, 504 minimum. Come on, dude. Like, even if it doesn't, 504, 236 retrace, defying gravity, pulling a Bitcoin in 2017, and maybe we're going for a blow off top. Maybe it's like if we're not retracing, getting a healthy retrace at 236, 382 at some point in the future, you seriously had to consider maybe we're going into a blow off top, psycho, crazy 1999 situation, AI bubble popping, like, oh my God, it's at 600 plus, and it's just collapse. You got to get a healthy retrace at some point, man. Otherwise, you get that.
Jason tipped $25. Please look at Vine Crypto, please. Thanks, Mitch.
Hey, what's up, Jason, man? Thanks for 25, dude. Yeah, we'll look at Vine. Yeah, everyone's heard of Vine, dude. It's one of the most powerful cryptos in the entire world, man. Of course. Yeah, Bitcoin rallied off those lows, its initial new day lows. Okay. Whatever. Asia is awake. It's going to pump. It's going to dump. It's right. It's just not in a great look. Dude, you got this is probably kind of what's going on. Like they're trying to recapture and hold this July 15th low by the looks of it, 15.7. That's kind of Bitcoin's 4-hour situation above my head. All right. And we'll look at the last of the Mag 7s. Meta actually was down at 2.27%. Kind of crazy, right? Like, whoa, what happened? I mean, you know, weekly. Last week was the highest close ever, all-time highs. You went 3 weeks in a row, a 3-week win streak of record closes on Meta. I mean, insane. So to be down 2.2%, who cares? Here, yeah, you got like a channel here. They have not yet seen the 1272 fib extension from the major high to low. And just, you know, in this uptrend, tested the heart line today. Who knows, man? This thing's so strong, could pivot. And they take it to 811 maybe by early September. But yes, this is where we are. Beautiful uptrend right now with good downside potential, and it'd still be completely fine. So that's your Mag 7, man. Okay. Buying crypto. Vine crypto. Not really on any reputable exchange. Oh, there it is on KuCoin. I go. Oh. Okay, but KuCoin. Well, hey, dude, you had a nice pump. You were sideways for literally ever. Kind of like how you had it. It was range bound, and they have not, I think, like, have not tested really 5.4 cents, which I think would be the top of the range, right? The initial wicks, and then nice price here. The correlation for reversing. Candle close reversal. Like, I don't think you've seen a back test of the breakout of the range yet. So I don't know if you could strategize. I want to see that tested, but someone will be like, dude, it already did it, but did it really? I don't see a structure here yet. I mean, what structure is it? I don't see like an XABCD situation, dragon. I don't see like a double bottom or anything. I mean, Coin broke out, made a higher high, hopefully putting in a higher low. The trend could finally begin to reverse for real, because it's been in a no trend from February to July. So good start. It could go lower and still be fine. I mean, as long as it makes a higher low, probably than like 3 cents, it's going to put in the highest low, pivot, and then maybe run again. So yeah, this thing's finally doing something of note. I just, you know, I don't want to like say, oh, okay, well, 5.7 cents is also part of the range. Really, I don't think so. Even though they tested that swing high from May, it was tested, but that's it. It would be nicer to see 5.4 cents. In fact, a backup would be great, where they break the level and then recapture it, then reconfirm it, and that's a way better argument. Then you could be like, oh, inverse head and shoulders or something. Yeah, I would wait for like I'd wait for a more meaningful structure to develop, but you do you. Don't see, the thing is, you don't want to own it below 5.4 cents, but you do want to see it fall below 5.4 cents, put in a higher low, and buyers recapture that resistance. That would be probably the best outcome for Vine Coin. Okay, man. Well, been a long day for me, and I was rushing to get here, and like it's kind of been a long weekend too. So hopefully you've enjoyed the stream a little bit. Broke Bitcoin on the daily. You did see a confirmed break of the demand line. Good. Not too big of a deal, really. It's not the end of the world, but it'd be nice to recapture it. But you are staring in the face of bearish divergence and a potential confirmation high at a 1414 pip extension for 2025. So I'm not making predictions because I never do, because that's not what I do. We look for trade setups. We look for something like Tesla. We look for something like, I know people are going to laugh, but something like LAC. Wow, dude. You can't tell me LAC sitting here doesn't look just incentivizing or enticing. Are you kidding me, dude? A confirmation of the highest lows since the Gartley or the M-shape developed the bat. Above 262 now. Just holding. Can't break the 200. Steel wall, but my God, man, you're getting pretty long in the tooth of consolidation here, so it's here for the taking if you want. But like, this we'll be looking for on any asset, all cryptos. We'll be looking for it on cryptos. Okay. So we're going positive on the day for crypto, thank God. I guess worst case would be breaking 112. But even if we broke 112, there's so much support resistance that's been manufactured since December of last year. Like 106, 108, you know, like even 110, 112. Those are all, it's really good that we did all this, because now we've got potential levels that buyers could defend versus it just being like straight up, nothing here, and then straight down. So even if things go bad, we got a lot of help below us. So Redline, no, I don't watch that guy. Okay. But Microsoft, we just looked at Microsoft on the weekly, identified an evening star reversal, caught a follow through candle on the weekly. So I mean, like, if that catches follow through, it's done for at least a retrace. But we'll see, I guess. Okay, we've gone positive on Bitcoin. Let's do it, man. Let's recapture the demand line and go to $150,000 in seconds, okay? That would be the most ideal thing for me anyway. Hype in the chat. All right. Well, thank you all for coming out. Appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Get in the Discord if you haven't. I'll be back. Until next time. Respect the T. Bro, really? Like
What about Aurora Cannabis?
20 United States dollars, not loonies or monopoly money. Job Wizard could just string it along and what was the ticker on Aurora Cannabis? My God, man. All good, dude. All good. Thank you so much, man. ACB.
Sorry from
That's
Canada.
Right. A long time, man, since I've looked at this one. Yeah, it's probably good reason why. Oh my God, man. Yeah, they put it in M shape. Certainly an M shape, and it's kind of like, wow, unreal. It's like a shark. Look at this, man. XAB, C, then D, and mother of God, dude. Mother of God. It's like LAC, chat. It's literally like LAC, but a little. It's almost the same. Look at this. You got a swing low that's higher than the 886 low, and then you now have another one. So it's like they're trying to confirm accumulation. Wow, dude. 3 valleys now It'd be great to break 535. This is in the basement, dude. This is like all-time lows, but this is the harmonic framework. This is what things look like before they do. I mean, this is almost like, hey, dude, chat, if you don't know, cannabis is about to be rescheduled. That's what this is implying. ACB implying, Tilray already did the thing, but to a degree, but this is beautiful because it's such a formal structure and good framework. I mean, this is like why you show up streams, to find stuff like this. This is why you invest in yourself, so you can identify stuff like this. So, wow, mother of God, man. Legit, man. Listen to me. Clip this. This is implying that cannabis is going to be rescheduled, and it will be the catalyst that propagates this thing to $10 or higher. Wow. Nice late request, Mr. Canada. Hold on a sec. Okay, that's your cat. That's the only thing that's going to make this thing actually play out. Because I don't think, like, look at it.
Move this along. I still have leg day to do along with my head, neck, and chest. It's a thing. Then I'll look at ACB later.
Oh, yeah. So, like, unless they reschedule it, it'll fail and go lower. But my God, man, Composite Man's accumulating a position. And that's where we're at. So, yeah, I mean, just look, dude. Whatever your 100% allocation is, go take 1% of it, 0.5% of it, almost nothing, just for fun, for memes. Throw it in some ACB and see what happens over the next 3 to 6 months. Yeah. ACB. Hype in the chat. All right. That's all I got for you. Great request at the end, man. Okay, I'll be back. Till next time, respect the T. A.
Sorry from Canada. Hey Mitch, can you take a look at QSI? Thank you.
Bro, hour 19-minute stream, right? And like, I don't understand. Like, why are you doing it when I'm ending the stream? I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, at all. Like, you can look the whole stream. No tips. No TTS. Couple coming in here and there. It's like, why when I'm leaving the stream, y'all doing this to me? Like, where's the continuity? Oh, of course I'm being muted. Well, this is what happens, man. What do you want me to do? Like, the stream's over. I'm trying to, like, do a request. Okay. It's not good. It looks like crap. Support, resistance is resistance. And then it rolls over after the pump and dump. And now it's below 140, a swing low from June of 2023. And yeah, I mean, it's at its lowest level. It lost the low from October 2023. It's trash. I mean, they might test $1, but you break that, there's an unfilled gap at like 60 cents. So there's no evidence that the trend's really reversing yet. They would have to pivot it here and start running above 140 again. It's not good. ACB is a better bet than QSI. Sorry, dude. Thank you. And be safe on the road. Much love. Ariza, sorry if I came off abrasive. I'm hangry. I had a really long day, and I have to like go to the bathroom too. So it was just like bad timing. But I am grateful. So I don't think he's still here, but just want to relay the message. Are y'all kings?
My name is JP. I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
I have some evidence Manbear Pig could be in this area.
I don't know, sir.
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.